Hi, I'm Yvonne from Pree Designs Papercrafting. Today is to showcase you a new bundle of products for my one bundle 4 ways, and I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas in July inspiration. We are already in July, which is a little bit hard to believe, but we've got some great products in our online exclusive products, so I'm going to use those as bundle from there. As well as our catalogues with products, that are print catalogues, Stampin' Up also put out every 2 months a selection of products in our online exclusives. Now you can easily print off the online exclusives, and these are available while stocks last. Generally they last several months, some more than others, just depends on how popular they are. But the product I'm going to showcase today is the Swirls of Magic, which actually is designed as a Halloween embossing folder, but I absolutely love it. It's got stars and beautiful swirls in it. And then also the Pretty Poinsettia bundle, which is this lovely stamp set and all these gorgeous dies. So I'll show you the real thing. Our dies, they are absolutely stunning, and our stamp set to coordinate. Now these open dies match with these stamps here, and these dies are pretty unique. They're pretty special. They actually die cut, but also you can then use the new product called an impressions mat to put them back through your cut and emboss machine, a little bit of a different sandwich, and then the dies, all these little, pick one up, all these little pieces. So this is your die cut, and you do get a little bit of the impression of the veins, say, of the leaf. But when you use the impression mat over the top, which is a soft product, it actually pushes the paper up through all the little holes and all of, well, they're not holes, but all of these little pieces here. But you'll see that when I showcase the products in my video. So my one bundle 4 ways, card number 1, beautiful little card. It showcases the shimmery, shiny paper, the dies from the Pretty Poinsettia, and also this little greeting. All right, let's get started. The card base is just a basic, thick basic white, and it's an A5, which I've scored landscape at 10.5 and then folded and burnished. Then I'm going to use a card mat, and I've chosen cherry cobbler because I really want this to pop with the poinsettias, and that is 14.3 by 10 centimeters. And then I've chosen a piece of the shimmering stripes paper. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's 12 inch by 12 inch or 30.5 by 30.5, and you get 4 sheets per pack. I have trimmed it down so that I've got the nice even border around my cherry cobbler mat. So this is 9.5 by 13.8 centimeters, and I'm going to emboss it. I'm going to use the Swirls of Magic embossing folder, which is a basic embossing folder, so it's not a 3D one. I'm just going to pop that through my cut and emboss machine. I'll be back in a moment. All right, so that is beautifully embossed. Wow, that just takes it from a flat piece of card to a beautifully embossed piece of card. And I'm just going to flat glue that onto my mat. Shift my card base so I don't get that gluey. Just some glue around the outside edge and place that in the middle. So this shimmery stripes paper is beautiful. You can colour it with your blends, you could stamp on it, and of course, as I've just done, you can emboss it as well. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of the poinsettias. I've just put that to the side to dry. The poinsettias and the leaf detail are absolutely gorgeous. You get 2 different size poinsettias, but 4 dies. Sorry, I'm just taking out the dies that I have already cut. If I can get them out, let's drop that. So that's them there, and you cut them out, and when they're cut out, they have a nice little bit of detail. I'm just making, whoops. Let's try that again. You can just see, hopefully in the video, you can see that that does have a little bit of detail in them. But then you put them back through the cut and emboss machine with a new product called our Impressions Mat. And this is our Impressions Mat. It's bendy, it's foldy, it's like a silicone mat, and it's quite thick. All right, so once you've die cut them, leave them sitting in the die unless you want to prepare a whole heap early like I did. And then you put them directly on the cut and emboss matting system, or matting, or oopsie, that one came out. That's why it's actually a great idea if you just cut them and leave them in the die so that they stay in nicely. Sorry, the matting system as in the platform. So I've got platform 1 and platform 2 here. Then you put your dies directly onto the platform 2. Just making sure these are all sitting back in place. Just load it all up. Then you pop the flexible Impressions mat directly over the top, and then you put your embossing plate over the top. Now, I've actually done myself a little sticker here and stuck it on so that I know which way to do my sandwich. And then you simply put it through your cut and emboss machine. Then with the magic of video, I am back with all of my dies and my pieces cut. I like to drop them because it's easier than getting the pokey tool out. That one has just fallen out beautifully and fallen out beautifully. Now I'd like to show you the difference between the original die cut, which is here. You can see, hopefully it's, I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to look at the video as well, make sure that you can see the difference. Okay, so it's the original just die cut, and then popping it back through with the Impressions mat, it really pops up all the detail of the leaves. So it is a great system. Stampin' Up will be bringing out more and more dies that will work beautifully with this Impressions mat. And the Impressions mat here in Australia is just under $20 plus your shipping. All right, so now we want to make up our card. So I bring my card base back in and my mat, and I'm going to use dimensionals just to place all of my different little pieces in place. I'm just going to pop that up a little bit. Hopefully you can still see, and just use my mini dimensionals on the back of some of these leaves to help make it pop. And place that down. All right, then I also need to make up my poinsettias. Bringing in my silicone mat. I like to work with my silicone mat because it saves my work surface and it saves any excess glue tipping over onto the work surface like the paper, because then if that happens, often then your work will actually stick to the paper as in your work surface paper. So that's that one. That is that one. I've probably got a little bit too much glue, but that's okay because I've already gone ahead and I've die cut the little centers in silver foil. Now I've done it in silver foil, just a couple of little scrap. You can see there how tiny it is, because I've got the silver on, well, picks up in this instance, it's going to pick up the silver in the stripy, in the stripy paper. I'm going to pop a tiny little bit more glue if I can get a tiny bit out. As I said, I've got plenty there, tiny bit more glue there to adhere my centers of my poinsettias. That'll also help hide the excess glue that I've got. That's there. I'm just putting the lid back on my take your pick tool, and I'm just pushing that down into the center of the flower, and you can just see how these bits popped up a little bit. If you wanted to make it even more pop up, you could pop that on your piercing mat and really make it pop. I'll turn that around so that I'm not going to get the glue on the front of my poinsettias. Just flip those over and again pop some dimensionals on the back of the poinsettias, sticking to my fingers so that I can pop that onto the card. As you can see, I don't go crazy with my dimensionals. Stampin' Up! Dimensionals are awesome. They are super, super sticky, so I don't see the need to overpopulate with dimensionals and waste them. All right, so that one I think I'm going to pop. I want to cover the bottom of the leaf, of the stem of the leaf. That one there. And I don't want to have it going down lower than my card base, but I don't want to cover up all of the leaf detail. All right, so that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do a lovely greeting. Now in the stamp set, we have a gorgeous little greeting, which is a bright Christmas wishes. Right, so now to stamp the greeting, I'm just pulling in a little bit of scrap white, which is just a piece that I've cut off when I've made a card. I have a nice little stash of small pieces. I'm going to use my Versamark ink pad, ink up my stamp, which says Bright Christmas Wishes. Stamp that down. And then I like to put my embossing folder in a little container, just makes it easier. And then I will go away and heat set that. Right, so now that's nicely embossed. I'm just going to trim that off, hopefully get it nice and straight off the end, and also do a little diagonal trim, and then pop a couple of little dimensionals on the back of that, and then that can go directly onto my card. Bring my card back into view. And I'm just going to have that just tucked under that leaf, but I like the idea of it sticking over the edge at the side there. So just Bright Christmas Wishes. This is just a nice, simple, easy card layout. And then I am going to dimensional that onto my card base. I like to use larger dimensionals for a bigger piece. As you can see, I use right to the very, very edge and then cut these little pieces, edge pieces up and use them all. No need to waste them. Sometimes they're just the right size for a project that you're completing. All right, so that is going to go onto my card base with a nice little white border all the way around. A couple of little rhinestones. These are our Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and they have been around for years. I've actually been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for just over 18 years, and these have been in our Stampin' Up! Offering for all of those years. I think I might pop a couple down here. The rule of thumb when you're adding embellishments is always an odd number. I usually stick to 3. Oops, they're gonna slide away. I might pop that one up there. Okay, so that's some rhinestones. And then the final thing I'm going to finish off with is an envelope and insert. I'm just bringing in my Cherry Cobbler ink pad. I always like to do a matching envelope, so I'm just inking once but stamping 3 times. It gives me the nice 3 generations of ink colour. The same on the back of the envelope. Then whoever gets this in the mail will know that it's Happy Mail instead of a bill or something else that's not quite as exciting as a nice bit of Happy Mail. That will just get stuck into the inside of the card. I just use a little bit of our Seal or Seal Plus. That'll just go in there. And there is card number 1 of 1 bundle 4 ways using the Pretty Poinsettia bundle. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little video. Stay tuned for next week's card number 2, 1 bundle 4 ways. Thanks for watching.